When you're ready.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Nice popcorn. Thanks very much.
Pleasure.
You're Andrew Osborne.
I am indeed, yes.
Andrew, hi. You've got this home entertainment solutions company.
We have, yes.
Is it as simple as it sounds?
Generally, yes. I mean, I think at the moment, home automation is something where more and more people now are being aware of. Certainly with the iPhone and the iPad, it's giving people more control options around the property where they can now integrate all of their music, all of their films. They can have lighting control, they can have home cinema, they can have multi-room audio.
And very unhappy neighbours, I think.
And very unhappy neighbours, yeah. It's just giving people a little bit more controllability around the house without having to mainly go to a light switch, or mainly literally go to the other side of the house to control something. It can all be centrally controlled from either an iPhone or remote control. So
It's not a new idea, is it? I mean, I know 10 years ago, a friend of mine down in Brighton used to have a home cinema.
yep.
And it looked very much like what you have here today, except I guess that today's ones are more powerful and probably more expensive.
They're a little bit more powerful, and I think now with the modern day home cinema, I think where technology has moved on, we're now in a position now where we can have a garage converted or a loft converted. So the projector actually stems down from the ceiling, the screen lowers down, and also the lights dim down. So you're now creating a very much a bespoke, full-scale home cinema.
And what sort of price are we looking at, broadly speaking, for it?
A typical type of installation like that would be starting from around about probably £8,000 to £10,000 upwards, and that would include the supply and the installation of a 5.1 system, the projector, the screen, and all of the lighting control. So it would give that homeowner, their own bespoke room for entertainment.
I'm thinking that 10 years ago it would have cost around about the same amount of money, really, so prices haven't really gone up that time.
No, not a huge amount. I mean, I think where the cost does increase is the projector itself. If somebody wants to go for a much higher end projector, you can go anything up to, starting from £1,500 up to £90,000 for a projector. It just depends on what level you really want to spend. What we tend to do is sit down with a customer and find out if they've got a set budget allocated to that particular project.
I imagine it's easy to let your enthusiasm run away with
Very
you.
much so. Very much so. I mean, certain customers sort of aspirations as to what they want in a house. You say to them, right, it will do this, it will do that. You tell us what you want it to do. Before you know, their budget's just trebled what they're actually allocated.
Boys' toys, eh?
Absolutely right. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. Not at all. No, I mean, it's technology going to a new level, and I think us as a company, we tend to offer a customer a varied choice. We don't just say, this is the system you've got to have. We tend to offer them a variation of product and let them decide what level of connectivity they want around the house. I'll say that's the fairest way.
Can you imagine it getting any more popular now than in the future?
I think it will do. I think with the modern day television you buy now, they've all got Cat 5 sockets on the back of TVs now. So the data streaming, what the modern day television can now offer, you could buy a TV now that's got its own media centre built into it. So it'll have YouTube, it'll have the internet access. So really, if you haven't got that infrastructure in place in the house, you're not going to benefit all of your features from your television.
I really thought it was only a matter of time before computers and television somehow joined forces.
Yeah, very much so. And I think if you take where we are now, we are still probably 5 or 6 years behind certain other countries.
Really?
The Far East being one, and the United States being another. They are way ahead on the infrastructure of a new build property.
I guess that's being British, is it?
That's being British, yeah. Sit back and see what everybody else does, then we'll join in later.
How's the show been for you?
Show's been excellent. It's been a great opportunity to network with other companies. We've met some new people as well. We've had a couple of inquiries from some companies. You know, it's one of these sort of exhibitions, certainly for us as a newly established customer and a newly established company, you know, it's just getting our name in front of everybody, really, letting people know what we're about, what services we can offer.
And as far as you're concerned, would it have been worth the expense?
Absolutely. It's the old expression, you have to speculate to accumulate.
Quite right too. Yeah. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck with the rest of today.
Thank you very much indeed.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay,
wait.
right.
Tell me when you're ready.
Yeah, camera running.
Okay.
Fair lady.
Hello.
Sue Parsons, I believe.
That's me, Graham.